Once upon a time, in a fictional land called New York City, Sheriff Bigby Wolf of Fabletown heads to the tenement building after receiving a report.
Mr. Toad?
Oh, shit. Bigby! Listen, mate, I know I don't look human. It's a problem, I get it. I just stepped out the apartment for just a second to see what kind of damage this drunk shit is doing. Just cut me a break, yeah? I'll get me glamour first thing in the morning.
If you can't afford to look human, you're going to the farm. It's as simple as that.
You can't send me up to live with those animals. You know what I mean.
After speaking to
See
Toad,
a witch. Get a glamour.
Bigby walks upstairs towards the commotion, where he confronts the woodsman in a dispute with a prostitute.
Oh, hey!
You've got something on your face.
Fuck are you talking about, you stupid
For such a petty reason as to not recognizing him from his tales, the woodsman was making a big fuss about it.
Gotta calm down.
As Bigby punches and smashes, causing mayhem throughout the building. The brawl between the two, with centuries of history, was about to go through the roof.
Fucking in there. Come on out, you fucking dog. I'll put you out of your misery. Come on out, Wolf.
Things could have gone smoother, but the problem was resolved. While the woodsman lays incapacitated on the ground, Bigby starts questioning the prostitute.
Who do you work for, really?
These lips are sealed. Sorry.
But there was not much to learn from her,
Hey, you like my ribbon?
and as the woodsman had already escaped,
It's
the
okay.
prostitute thanks the sheriff for all he has done
You've done enough, really.
as she leaves the scene.
Hey, I need to tell you something.
What is it?
You're not as bad as everyone says you are. I'll see you around, Wolf.
Fabletown. Hundreds of years ago, what was once the homelands of Fable residents had fallen by the adversary's invasion, and the refugees that made the exodus hid in the concrete jungle of New York, building a new community from the ground up. Obviously, as their existence must remain unnoticed by the Mundies, non-human fables were required to purchase expensive glamours. And since those who could pass for humans, who exiled from their homelands with empty pockets, weren't exactly in good shape either, it was not much of a surprise for them to scrape along on illegal activities. And then there was the big bad wolf of legend, who brought fear to more than a few fairy tales. Bigby Wolf. Burying his dark days in the past, Bigby became the sheriff of Fabletown, and after a long tiring day of work, he returns to his residence at the Woodland Apartments.
Sorry, Bigby. Didn't mean to be an asshole.
Beauty?
Damn it, I'm late.
With Beauty sneaking off in the middle of the night, and Beast going after our wife,
Damn it. Something's going on.
Bigby had to deal with Colin crashing on his couch
Huh. Hey, Bigby.
after escaping from the farm yet again, before he could finally get some shut-eye.
Bigby!
Snow?
Come with me.
Snow White, assistant to Fabletown's deputy mayor, who recruited Bigby when he used to wander astray. interrupts Bigby with a
Get into
concerned
it this
look,
second.
leading him to the courtyard. As a sheriff kneels down to examine a deliberately placed coat. The prostitute's head was severed clean, and concealed inside her mouth was a ribbon.
A ribbon?
And a ring with an engraved symbol. It was hard to tell who the suspect is, but
Just
one
what
thing was
about
for
this
certain.
makes you think that?
Whoever did this isn't exactly hiding it. The placement of the head, it's exact, purposeful. She was placed here precisely for us to find. All of us.
Sometime later, at the Fabletown business office, Deputy Mayor Crane was being briefed of the incident.
Don't change the subject. You are to blame for this unpleasantness, Miss Snow. Someone there like
Just like all political figures,
community.
he blames his subordinates for his own incompetence
There's a killer amongst us.
as he leaves the office for a massage.
Well, we'll find someone who can.
You know what?
Stop. We'll get on it right away, sir.
Who gets a massage this early?
Crane. It doesn't really matter the time of day. A mere scent of stress and he's out the door.
Hence,
Any
Bigby
information
kicks
on
off his
Fable's
investigation.
activity will be somewhere in these books.
With Buffkin's assistance,
I can help.
Bigby reveals to which family that the symbol on the ring belonged to,
Which family or story?
and soon learns that her name was Faith, from a fairy tale entitled Donkey Skin.
The story of Donkey Skin. There was once a great king with a beautiful queen. The queen grew ill and had her husband promise to only marry the most beautiful girl in the kingdom. After a long search, it became clear that the only woman in the land that could match her beauty was... his daughter, Faith. She had a magic cloak made from the skin of her father's prized donkey that would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom. Eventually, she married a prince who could see past the magic cloak and knew her true beauty. And they lived happily ever after. Should I mark it, Miss Snow?
Yes. Please.
Thus, Bigby makes a visit to Faith's apartment with Snow. But Faith's husband, Prince Lawrence,
Faith.
who was ashamed of himself and wanted to alleviate Faith's burden, had already attempted suicide,
Oh God. We're too late.
and there were no signs of Faith amid the seemingly unattended apartment.
Stay here!
No!
With impressive speed despite his massive size, the stranger runs away from Bigby's pursuit. Bigby was not about to let a prime suspect go free. And after storming through the neighborhood, he manages to tackle the stranger.
Ease up, Bigby. We're on. Fuck, man!
I'm asking the questions. Who's your employer?
I can't tell you that. It's confidential. Sorry. Sure you understand.
Nope. Can't say that I do. Come on. You're coming with me. Come on.
Dumb.
Dumb? Yeah, it is. Look, it'd be much easier for you
No, I'm D. He's dumb.
Where'd they go?
Well, after the one guy hit you, and the other one finished kicking you,
Explains the ribs.
then they jumped into a car and drove off.
The Tweedle brothers, D and Dumb, have run away. Having no other choice, Bigby goes looking for the woodsman and asking the magic mirror of his whereabouts that could show anyone, provided the user knows their names.
What you see is complete. The woodsman stumbles down a street.
He arrives at the Trip Trap bar where he was last seen, but in no way would the disenfranchised Fables give a warm welcome to the big bad wolf.
You get a refund?
Fuck you. The word's getting out.
Despite the hostility,
Yep. Think it's fucking hilarious.
Bigby continues to question the woodsman.
It's funny. Just a minute ago, no one seemed to know who you were. What are
Yet
you
he seemed
talking
more like a
about
loser
exactly?
stuck in the past than he was a murderer.
Her grandmother. I was there to rob him. But when I showed up, you were already there. Lying in the bed. I only saved her because I thought she might give me a reward. But she didn't give me shit.
Hey, stop! This isn't what I want!
Holly's sister goes missing. No one gives two shits about her. Paperwork, waiting rooms, and that bitch Snow White looking right past me, then ushering me out the fucking door.
I wouldn't call her that. It's happened before, and it doesn't end well.
I didn't realize you were the bitch of the bitch. That all you got?
Seemed to be enough.
Don't be so sure.
Oh, good.
The monster from the tale of Beowulf.
Should have walked out of here when you had the chance.
Grendel reveals his true nature.
Don't worry about me.
With such fierce strength, Grendel overpowers Bigby with ease. As Bigby's primal instinct awakens the beast within him. As Bigby unleashes his vengeful wrath, the violence can only end with Grendel wailing in pain.
He's had enough!
And walking away from the brawl,
Whiskey.
Bigby calms himself with a strong liquor.
Alright, I got $100 for the first bloke that can tell me something about a girl named... Fuck.
Your brother won't be saving you this time. Come on. You're under arrest.
I told you I didn't do it.
And you got nothing to worry about.
With the suspect arrested, Bigby heads back to his office. But as he approached the apartment, now cordoned off by Mundy police officers, Bigby was horrified by what was presented before his eyes. Later, down at the basement, Bigby joins Bluebeard on the interrogation to ask questions regarding the murder.
Questions for you, D.
But as D insists he was just investigating on the case as well,
Bottom of things, same as you.
there was nothing he can learn by playing the good cop.
Are you working for?
Fuck you! You're a piece of shit, Bigby. Beauty was wrong about you. You're just a sick...
Beauty? You're full of shit.
Oh, we're good friends. That's enough. I will not tolerate this savagery.
You want to talk about Snow? You treated her like shit your whole career. Better take the blame for your incompetence. Now you care?
What's going on down here?
Snow was not dead.
What the hell was going on down there, Bigby?
A few hours passed. On her way back to the business office, she received a call from Toad Jr. that he found a headless body,
Get it all cleared up.
and merely arrived later after recovering the body from the river.
Are you ready to examine the body now?
Yeah.
If that's the case, To whom did the body belong to? Noticing the track marks.
She used Mundy drugs?
Looks that way.
And similar but imperfect details of the outfit. Bigby discovers several evidences that were used to glamour the body as Snow.
Someone must have taken this from my apartment.
She's a troll?
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh no.
What is it?
It's not Holly, it's her sister Lily. She was reported missing, but I guess it just slipped through the cracks.
We have to go tell Holly.
Early evening, heading back to the Trip Trap bar.
Holly.
The two inform Holly of her sister's death.
She's the one we found early this morning.
God fucking damn it!
Grendel was infuriated by the death of another neglected fable.
Huh? Where are you when we ever fucking need you?
And neither could Holly, separated with her sister long ago, taking this shocking news lightly. Even so, touched by Snow's earnest gesture, Holly decides to open up.
Honestly, we didn't talk often.
Revealing that Lily was in debt over drugs.
She was hooking.
And that she worked at a club called the Pudding and Pie.
Pudding and Pie, huh? What do you know about the place?
It's a real garbage dump.
Bigby then takes the investigation to Lily's workplace.
Oh, Sheriff, what a nice surprise. I'm not sure I've seen you here before.
I'm looking for someone.
Finding you someone is our specialty, but the club's closed.
Not quite what I meant.
That's too bad. I guess you'd better talk to Georgie?
And so Bigby meets Georgie the Pimp.
No one's gonna want that.
In the midst of educating a new face.
We're closed. Keep dancing, you. I didn't say stop.
Take a good look.
Despite questioning why Lily was glamored as Snow,
why?
Georgie provokes the sheriff with a befittingly cocky attitude.
You gonna hit me? Go ahead.
But Bigby was not one to back down so easily. Being careful as to not crossing the line of violence, Bigby threatens Georgie as he learns that Lily had her last appointment with a client who goes by the name Mr. Smith.
Here, this is Lily's last entry. So tell me, Georgie, who's this Mr. Smith?
Oh dear. I'm afraid it might be a fake name, Bigby. Secrecy is sort of how this all works. Even Hans knows that.
What's 207? Room number?
I don't fucking know. Millimeters, maybe?
Don't bullshit me, Georgie. This is your book. Your girls.
I'm not their fucking secretary. But let's be clear on something. The girls make the arrangements with their clients, not me. The girls. They're the ones with the Mr. Smiths and Joneses and Mr. X types. Whatever happens outside the club, that's on them. I log the business, take my cut, and I'm out. Now, I've had quite enough of you and your bullying. Excuse me while I call your superiors to make a complaint.
Away from Georgie's sight, Bigby walks into the meeting room.
Faith, thanks for covering for me tonight. Let's talk before you go over to the apartment. Lily.
And meets a girl who seemed to have something to say.
You're trying to place me. They used to call me the Little Mermaid. Once upon a time.
But just like Faith did, the girl wearing a ribbon to her neck.
These lips are sealed. Discretion is our guarantee.
Had her lips sealed, despite Bigby's frustration.
Lily's last entry. Who's Mr. Smith? Where's room 207? I have to know.
These lips. Sheriff Wolf, would you like to make an appointment with me?
Hence, making an appointment with Nerissa. Bigby is given a key to a room at the Open Arms Motel.
This is where they met.
Noticing the hints Nerissa is trying to give, Bigby heads to the open arms with haste.
Want it by the hour or for the whole night?
And runs into Beauty in the lobby.
Beauty?
I work here, okay? I work the front desk. It's to help pay rent.
With Beauty's help,
Lily, she, come around here ever?
Bigby approaches room 207, where Lily had her last appointment.
This is the room Lily was in.
Fine. Well, that's weird. This key is supposed to open every room in the building, but it's not working.
Beauty!
Ah, shit.
Beast?
Bigby? How could you do this? We've been together through everything! I took care of you! I love—
It's not what you think! Please!
You're cheating on me! With him?
No, Beast! I promise I'm not! I'm helping him, that's all!
I'll bet!
This is a murder investigation. She's helping me—
Stop lying to me! What the fuck is wrong with you? She's my wife!
Beast, listen to me! There's nothing going on! I'm not—
Hey! Bastard! I guess I finally see you for who you are!
Stop! Stop it!
Given the circumstances the two were in,
Fucking liar!
and Beast having trust issues lately,
Calm down.
there was no way to resolve this peacefully.
She's my wife, Bigby!
And despite Beauty's plea, the fight between the two brutes was getting worse by the minute.
You ruined everything! Shit, Bigby.
What have you done?
What is this? Bigby.
Look what you did to the door! You can't just act like this whenever
Stand
you—
back! You don't want to see this.
The cat is out of the bag. Snow White's dress from the books, the bed decorated to match the coffin during her deep sleep, and a single bite on an apple. All evidence at the scene were linked to the obsession on Snow White.
He's just acting out another part of the book. God, I can see the whole picture now. It all goes together like you said. This creep put that girl in a Snow White dress and recreated the whole story from the book with the apple and the deep sleep and everything. You're a better detective than I thought you'd be.
Thanks.
So he planned it all out. He had all the details noted down. Only then, when it comes time to kiss her and wake her up.
Yeah.
I hope you're just about through. I don't really want to stay in here any longer. Are those pictures of the dead girl?
Not all of them.
How do you know?
I'm in this one. It was taken last winter.
Oh no. Bigby. This kind of stalking, it doesn't just stop by itself. Trust me, I know about this firsthand. He'll keep trying to get closer and closer.
His stand-in for Snow is gone now, so...
The next step closer. What is it?
It's... Crane.
Disgust and fury surges from deep within.
I'll kill him. I'll rip him apart.
Crane?
Making his way to the Buckingham Bridge, where Lily's funeral is taking place, Bigby shares what he learned at the motel. But just as the funeral was coming to an end,
Constable? Wait, easy now, girl.
the uninvited twins showed up once again.
First thing in a visit.
The The Tweedle brothers offer a proposition, or rather a warning to leave Crane alone.
Just take a little vacation is all.
They want me to
But
leave
obviously,
Crane alone.
Bigby had no intentions to sign the deal,
Now you shouldn't have done that, old boy. Really.
placing him at a predicament.
What did I tell you? What did I say?
Ollie?
As if he was sitting on a massive powder keg.
Ollie, let me handle this.
Yeah, let's spare all the fuss. It's just a dead hole.
I'm gonna kill you!
Later, back at the Fabletown business office.
How's everyone else?
Though it takes more than a few bullets to kill a Fable,
they're fine.
Crane had already smashed a magic mirror
In the rafters.
and took a shard with him, rendering impossible to repair the mirror.
I can't finish the mirror. It's missing a piece.
Hence,
Hi,
Bigby learns from
I
Buffkin
can still help you catch Crane, you know.
that Crane made a call to meet his witch, who supplied him with the glamours.
Well, yes, it sounded like the one he got his, glamours from.
Investigating Crane's apartment, full of evidence on his embezzlement.
Crooked man. This is all I could get. I'm afraid Snow will start to notice. I'll have the rest for you next week. Ichabod Crane. What's going on here?
And searching for Lily's things, stored at the Trip Trap bar. Bigby is pointed to the Black Market Witch's address.
Has to be the witch. Auntie Greenleaf. Gotcha. This is it.
What?
You picked the wrong.
Despite the intimidation, Greenleaf refuses to cooperate in fear of a greater
There's
menace.
powers at work here beyond your pathetic authority.
The more time she stalled, the faster Snow was losing her patience.
Okay, you know what I think? I think we've been more than patient with you. This witch has been selling illegal glamours that continue to undermine everything we've built. She's harboring a fugitive that took advantage of it, and now she's resisting every attempt to make things right. I frankly don't give a crap if she's afraid for her life. We can at least make sure she never hurts us again. We're destroying the tree.
No! How dare you come in here and threaten to take from me the one thing that... That tree is ancient. It's part of the family, and it's the only thing paying for this shithole apartment. And the Fables, who can't afford the glamours from you, come to me for help. Without them, where do you think they could go?
Don't give me that. You're making money off of other people's misery. 2 Fables are dead because of this crap.
Snow's right. The tree has to go.
No! Look, I'll tell you. Crane was here. He was here, and he left. He went to the pudding and pie to try to use my ring on the girls over there to get information.
What does the ring do?
He thinks it's the ring of dispel. You know, that it will pierce the protection around the girls' speech. He says pulling the truth out of them will prove his innocence. It won't, though. Damn thing lost its power decades ago.
This whole story of yours better check out.
It will.
We can always come back later.
Even after I told you everything?
That's it? She's off the hook?
Come on, we have to get to Crane while he's still there.
No, it's nothing you need to concern yourself.
Later, at the Pudding and Pie.
Shit. Hold on. Oh, do you miss a spot? Mr. Clean, come to smash up the rest of my place. Oh, I see. Come to audition, you bitch.
Oh, fucking fuck, man! Tell me what you know, now!
You can't just go in there.
Tell me who did it, just tell me who did it! I know you know!
Mr. Crane, please, she can't help.
I know you know what the plan is! I won't be held accountable for this!
Oh my god, Bigby!
Wait, don't!
I didn't do anything, I promise you, I didn't do anything! these girls. The girls, they'll back me up. I just have to get the stupid ring working, that's all. They can't talk because of that spell, but once this ring gets through, I'll know what's going on and this whole thing will be over. I wouldn't... You... Damn you, come on. Please. Tell me who killed her.
My lips are sealed.
Crane is finally arrested. But can a man of cowardice such as Crane have the balls to manipulate the Tweedle brothers and murder 2 women in cold blood? Snow's answer was no.
Bigby? I don't think he did it.
What?
Look at him. Do you really think this man murdered these women?
This whole thing.
Bigby, too, knew there was someone bigger pulling the strings,
After me.
as he arrests Crane for the embezzlement of Fabletown funds.
I have no regrets.
Oh, God.
If I were you, I'd keep that trap of yours shut.
With Crane under custody, the 2 were exiting the establishment. As they find themselves surrounded by an unknown threat.
Hi. What you got there?
Who are you?
No. That's not how this works. How this works is you are going to walk Crane over here. Like a good doggy.
It wasn't my fault.
Shut up. You're interfering with official Fabletown business. Step aside.
Tweedledee. What's the, that thing the Mundies call me?
What?
My nickname. You know what I'm talking about.
Bloody
Mary. That's it. Thank you. And do you know why they call me that? Because some of them, they think it's funny to have their little sleepovers and go into their little bathrooms and say my name 5 times in the mirror. They find it less funny when I actually show up and feed their lungs to the family dog. So think about what I'm gonna do to you, your girl, and the rest of your friends if you don't hand over the sock puppet now.
He's in custody, so move your car.
Fuck it.
Bigby?
Shots continue to fire from the twins' barrels. Yet in spite of such violent repression, Bigby was growing even stronger. After all, he is a big bad wolf. And there is a reason why the fables fear him.
But, it just didn't know when to end.
A silver bullet, the werewolf's weakness, was all it took to take down Bigby. Just as Bloody Mary was about to decapitate his head.
Wait! Stop!
Snow intervenes to stop the slaughter, as she reluctantly surrenders Crane.
It's your lucky day, kid. The Crooked Man says it's okay with him.
Where Bloody Mary leaves with Crane on a leash, as Bigby still lays bleeding on the ground.
I'm sure we'll be in touch. See you around.
The next morning,
Are a nasty business.
Bigby gains consciousness as Dr. Swinehart operates on him.
His internal organs are positively riddled.
Any further injuries would be fatal. Yet Bigby cannot stop after coming so far. The Crooked Man. What connections would a backstreet loan shark have with the deaths of 2 prostitutes? Bigby returns to his office full of unanswered questions as he is greeted by the Little Mermaid.
I know what you
She
did.
struggles to share her knowledge with Bigby,
I think you want to help me again.
but as long as her lips were sealed,
Sorry,
it was no
if I'm
easy feat to
wasting your
talk.
time. I thought I knew how to say it.
Ribbons. Faith wore one too.
Do you like it?
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
Sealed lips and severed heads. Among them was the enchanted ribbon.
You mind if I just...
No! These lips are sealed!
What?
You can't! Just stay back! You can't do that!
Slow down. It's all right. I'm not gonna do anything.
Continuing on the investigation, Bigby learns that the prostitutes, Greenleaf, even Beauty and Beast, and many other fables owe money to the Crooked Man.
Paid by now. The Crooked Man's gonna get his, one way or another.
As such, his debtors were either exploited like slaves or tricked into partaking in illegal businesses.
Packages from there for a while. The thing is, it's for the Crooked Man.
Which now brings the attention
You have no idea what's going on, do you?
to this elusive Crooked Man. Hence, Bigby heads to one of the Crooked Man's businesses, where many of the Fable's pawned artifacts are displayed. As he confronts another henchman of the Crooked Man.
Why'd you pawn it in the first fucking place, huh?
I didn't pawn it, asshole. It was stolen from my apartment.
Hiya, fellas.
Christ. And this fucking guy, too?
Bigby?
What is his axe even here?
Nope, it isn't.
Just like I said, it's not here. Happy?
Are you kidding me? It was here. It was right fucking here. What did you do with it?
How the fuck do I know?
Listen, you bald little dipshit. You're gonna... You piece of shit.
Back it up, Jersey. You're dealing with me now.
I didn't expect to see you upright. Still looking for whoever killed them hookers? Or are you done chasing your tail?
Where's my axe? Who'd you give it to?
That's it? You talk big, but I don't think you got the stones to back it up. Still a little sore, are we? Why should Mary get all the fun? You ain't so tough. Fucker!
What the hell are you doing? This is my fucking fight. Not now, dog. You got a lot of nerve. Protected your friend. Too bad you couldn't protect those whores. Fucking stay down. want to try again?
You can't find a crooked man. No one can. Oh, the door to his house. It bounces around. Never in one spot. You'll never find it. Even Crane had to use the magic mirror.
The only way to locate the crooked man was through the magic mirror.
So take your fucking wrecking crew acting.
After interrogating Jersey Devil,
cut above,
Bigby learns that Crane was taken to the butcher shop.
Bigby Wolf?
And stumbling into the black market factory in the back room, he finds the magic mirror shard inside Crane's coat.
Shard. It's the shard. Finally.
With the magic mirror pieced back together, he locates the door to the crooked man, shifting from one place to another.
The door. It moves.
Yeah, Jersey mentioned that.
Wait a minute. I know that door.
That's Central Park. I don't know when it's gonna move again, but I'm gonna get there before it does.
Bigby, wait. When you get the crooked man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial. So I'm going to trust you to handle this properly. That is, if you think you're ready.
Of course I'm ready. I got no other choice.
Heading to Central Park, Bigby kicks down the magical door, teleporting himself to the crooked man's lair. As if his visit was expected, the doorman greets Bigby at the entrance.
Tim, what the hell are you doing here?
Good evening, Sheriff. I'm here to take you to the boss.
What the fuck? Holy shit!
As the sheriff finally confronts the crooked man.
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
I'm sorry, sir. He wouldn't let me.
It's all right, Tim. I shouldn't have expected the sheriff to give you respect enough to do your job. But you did fine. You can go now. Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Unlike his expectations, the crooked man greets Bigby with hospitality.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. Why don't you tell us why you're here?
Bigby accuses him to be responsible for the corruptions throughout
Doing it for ages.
Yet the crooked man insists that this is just a conspiracy against him.
I do everything right out in the open.
And that he will take matters into his own hands.
As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
That's enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Yeah, I killed him, so...
Get your hands off me!
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And then
you told me
attempt to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you. So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
I think I'll be taking both of you.
You're not taking me, you fucking ponce! What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us!
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like that?
You think I give a fuck if I'm the one... Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
Get the fuck out of here!
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
I already told you. I'm taking both of you in, so let's go!
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Take this!
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Oh god.
This way.
The wild chase has begun. In the form of a wolf below the full moon, Bigby chases after Georgie's vehicle and confronts Georgie and Vivian, hiding back at the Pudding and Pie.
Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that.
Please, Sheriff.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered—
Of course it does. Those girls—
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I didn't mean—
You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to!
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again.
You murdered Faith and Lily. You put those fucking ribbons around their necks. You had the power to let them go, but you chose not to.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them, it was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die.
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie?
I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the Crooked Man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day!
Stop it!
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them? I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian!
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't! Vivian, no! Fuck! No, 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 no! I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. What? You're just gonna leave me here?
I'll send someone for your body. Both of you.
Leaving Georgie to suffer, Bigby travels to an old foundry owned by the Crooked Man, where preparations were thoroughly made to counteract the wolf.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
As he walks into the final battleground, chant her name 3 times into the mirror, and Bloody Mary shall be summoned. Traveling between the reflective surfaces, she projects her horrifying true form. And as her clones start swarming in on Bigby, even he had difficulties to suppress such immense hatred. Bigby transformed into his true form as a big bad wolf, unleashing the bloodthirsty predator within him. Bigby deals with Bloody Mary's projections one by one. A hard victory achieved. Licking his deeply cut wounds, Bigby confronts the Crooked Man.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
Greeting the sheriff with a revolver loaded with silver bullets.
I'm no murderer.
The Crooked Man wishes for a chance to speak at a fair trial.
And I think you know that.
And while Bigby almost loses his temper, he he decides to keep his promise with Snow.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
We have to do something. Are you
Later,
fucking kidding me?
down at the
Is this
Witching
thing
Well
happening?
chamber,
Sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to.
with the whole Fable community standing as witness,
He's back.
The Crooked Man.
the Crooked Man's trial begins.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
As the presses are
Now, is
charged,
there anything you would like to say?
Thank you, Miss
the Crooked
White.
Man
You've
starts to
all met
defend
Georgie.
himself.
I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was.
That Georgie was a scoundrel to the backbone. That he himself,
When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
was merely helping those abandoned by the government.
He gave me a job.
And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back.
The Crooked Man
Turn
claims
we
it is
used
not
to
him who
imagine
deserves the
that all
hatred,
fables get glamours.
but rather the Fabletown government,
Really?
as he tries to win the crowd with his silver tongue.
And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
Why would
But
you
Snow
want
and Bigby
that? I know
refuse
what
to
you're
back
doing,
down.
And it's not gonna work.
Sometimes they make mistakes,
Just slip through the cracks.
sometimes they make wrong decisions, but they still try their damnedest to protect Fabletown,
Good work, Bigby.
because they truly care.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
We're not gonna tolerate this shit anymore. The debts are wiped. His business is closed. He's done.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes? If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
we all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the—
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath a little?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something. You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know what
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did. He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of
It's
him.
too dangerous.
Get him out of
We
here.
can
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Not this way.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right, do it. Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
The case is finally closed,
This fucking line.
and Fabletown found peace again.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
But not much has changed. The Fabletown government still had to rely on donations, with no resources spare for the poor. and those who could not afford the increasing cost of glamour still needed to be sent to the farm.
Saying goodbye?
Coming to say goodbye,
You're still wearing that thing.
Nerissa tells the truth she was once forbidden to, of how this event transpired.
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough. I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You? So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people. I go out there, and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around.
You're listed here as a private investigator. What does that sort of work entail?
Depends on the night. Most nights, it's watching, waiting for a slip-up. I don't know, someone gets greedy, someone gets brave.
And that's what you were doing the night of the incident.
Yeah. Took me weeks to track them down. They hadn't cast so much as a shadow. Till that night.
You've been hesitant to share with us. I assume it has something to do with confidentiality associated with the job.
Something like that.
Your boss, Miss White, said things didn't go as planned. She mentioned that there was some violence? In the moments when you find yourself losing control. How does the anger manifest itself?